Thank you for stopping by to check out my video. My name is NuNu. Today we're actually going to be showing you how to use OBS to broadcast to Twitch TV and set up your own stream if you're interested. It's going to be a short basic tutorial. Kind of go over some of the settings, kind of just get you started. The more settings you mess with, the more you can tweak it to your liking. So let's go ahead and get started. First, you're going to actually need to download OBS. So if you actually type, I'll have the link in the description. We'll open it up. It's obsproject.com. First, and then of course you'll have to download it for Windows 7, 8, Linux, whatever you're using. So once you actually download that, okay, you'll download it. Alright, we're downloading now. Boom. I've already got it installed, so we're going to install it. Just go through. See, I'm already using it right now, so I'm not going to. So all you got to do is just pretty much let it install in its default format. All right. So before we actually get opening that up and going through the settings, in order to broadcast to Twitch TV, Justin TV, Hitbox, whatever streaming website that you're using to broadcast to, you will need to make an account there. So I'm going to use Twitch TV as the example. So you will have to make a Twitch account. All you got to do is literally just create your username, a valid email address, and then you're all set and ready to go. So once you're actually at twitch.tv, again, the link will be in the description, you will get signed in, and then you will need to go to your dashboard. All right, your dashboard is pretty much let you go through everything as far as getting your stream key. You can edit videos, look at your activity, your stats, so forth and so on. Now I'm actually hosting somebody's stream right now, so actually let me get that taken care of. Alright, so we exited out of the host mode, that way I can actually look at my channel properly. Alright, so now we're signed in to Twitch. We have our OBS. Okay, so we are going to open up our OBS system, and I'll actually bring that on screen over here. Okay, so, and then it's going to look something like this. It's actually going to be blank. You're not going to see anything in it because of the fact that it's not even on. So the easiest way to go through it, all right, is click on preview screen, and then it's actually going to bring up stuff. The first thing you're going to do to get anything set up is you got to make some scenes. Scenes allow you to switch through different scenes for different games. So if you play 5 or 6 different games, you can have a scene set up for each individual game. Right now I'm running this as just the full desktop scene, so it's pretty much showing everything that's on my main monitor. Alright, and then I've got one for League of Legends that I use. It's set up a little different, as you can see. Of course, I don't have anything turned on for it either. So if I actually start putting everything on it, of course, you know, it brings everything up. I've got my load screen, Clash of Clans screen, my startup when I'm actually getting ready to start streaming but not ready, and then of course just a basic stream for DayZ. So in order to do that, you just right click on it, click add scene, name it whatever you want. We're going to name this test scene. Click OK. So now we've got test scene. Alright, so with that test scene selected, you will need to go into your sources, right click in your sources, and click, for now, just click monitor capture. Okay, so test scene, add, right click, add, monitor capture, monitor 1, and just hit OK. That way it brings you back and you can actually see everything that's going on in your Open Broadcaster software. Alright, now that that is all set, now let's go into our settings and actually get you ready to stream. Okay, so we will click on settings. Very basic, very simple instructions to go through. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. General, just select your English. You know, you can select different profiles if need be. Alright, encoding, Twitch, if you're streaming to Twitch, requires you pretty much to use the CBR and the CBR padding. Okay. Quality balance shouldn't be set no more than 8. That's fine. Max bit rate we'll actually get to in a little bit. That's all going to be based off your upload speed on your internet. Audio encoding, select whatever you want. Formats. Again, bit rate depends on your speed and whether or not you want to channel stereo or mono. Alright, broadcast settings. Alright, mode is going to be live stream. Streaming service, I'm using twitch.tv as a streaming service. So you'll just select Twitch from the list. And it already has a list set in here, so it's real easy to use. Alright, the next one is going to be whatever server. Find one that's closest to you. There's EU servers, US servers, so forth and so on. I'm actually close. I'm on the East Coast, so we're going to be using Ashburn, Virginia. Alright, play path or stream key. Alright, this is the main reason why you actually need to know how to get to your dashboard. Alright, in your dashboard, once you're signed into Twitch, there's going to be a link right here, stream key. Boom, open it up. Alright, and underneath that is going to say show key. I am not going to click on this and actually show you what it shows, but it's going to be a long letter and number combination. Once you click on that, you want to copy it. Alright, once you copy that, then go back to your Open Broadcaster software, put it in there, and boom, you're good to go. Everything else can stay default. If you want to automatically save your streams to file and save it on the computer, you can. The more you stream, the more space it's going to take up, so I really do not recommend doing this unless you have just a huge hard drive. So pretty much with broadcaster settings complete, we can move on to the next step with a video. Alright, I'm actually not going to save my changes because I don't want to change anything. Alright, video adapter. You're going to select whatever video card you want. If you're running multiple video cards, select which one you actually want to use. And then your base resolution. You can select it to your monitor's resolution or custom resolution if you want to go just a little bit beyond and set it to what you want as far as size wise. Resolution downscale, leave it at none. Whatever it is. Frames per second does not need to be anything over 30. Anything higher than 30 is just a waste. Okay, it's a waste of resources. Disable aerial. Windows 8 users can actually leave aerial on. Windows 7, it must be disabled in order to be able to use OBS correctly. Alright, so in audio, simple, self-explanatory. Select your audio devices, your speakers, your microphone, whatever you're using. If you don't see it there, or if you don't have anything plugged in, then plug it in, hit reinitialize, boom, it'll be there. Push to talk delay if you're going to use push to talk. If you need to amp up your speakers or sound or your mic, here's where you can do it. Alright, next column is hotkeys for audio push to talk. You can set it for whatever you want, whatever is going to be comfortable for you, or if you just want to mute the mic, several different things that you can use it for. Okay, so it's your own personal preference. Right now I don't have anything hotkeyed out. I just scroll through the different monitors and click on exactly what I want. Next on the advanced, again, is all preferences. The biggest thing is use CFR, okay, and that has to be set at a keyframe interval of 2. If you're streaming to Twitch TV, it has to be set at 2. If it's not set at 2, it will tell you that Twitch TV recommends it to be set at 2, and then it'll also show on your dashboard. If I go back to my live dashboard here, it'll show up here. I'll have a little error message right in this little area right here that says your CFR delay is 8. Please set it to 2, so forth and so on. So you'll have to go in there and restart the stream and everything else to get that fixed. CPU preset, very fast. Again, no reason to go any higher. You can allow the 61 to 120 frames per second entry in the video settings, but again, not necessary. If you're going to do a lot of recordings and you're going to be making and editing your videos and you want the desktop audio to use timestamps so you can actually synchronize it to the video a little bit easier if it becomes out of sync, then you can select this as well. But again, personal preferences. Quick sync encoder. Off of the encoding up top, you should already have the CBR selected, so you really shouldn't have to do anything here. Microphone noise gate. Right, if you enable it, you will adjust the sliding bars on where the volume that your mic picks up will start broadcasting. So if you don't want to use push to talk, but you don't want your mic constantly being on and picking up the noise in the background and so forth, you will set this bar slightly above the highest point of the slider. Excuse me. You will set this slider just slightly above the green bar at its highest point when you're not speaking. Okay, and then this one, usually about 5 decibels higher is sufficient. It even says over here, I think 4. So, and what this does is once this bar goes over it, it'll actually activate and your microphone will turn on. Once it goes back below it, your microphone will shut off. And then in order for that to activate, you just click enable noise gate, boom, and that's how it works. Right now, I'm not using it because I'm actually making the video, so therefore I don't want to use it. Oh, excuse me. And then after you're all done with everything, apply, OK. We'll exit out of it. Well, I'm actually going to cancel out of it because of the fact that I don't want to change any of the settings that I actually had. Alright, so now we're back and we've got the preview stream on. Okay, this will help us with actually setting up what we want on the stream. Alright, the next button that was over here on this right hand column over here is global sources. If you're going to have multiple scenes and you're going to have your webcam and so forth and so on, you will want to add it to a global source, because then that's going to allow you to add, and you can select from your global sources, and it's already there. You won't have to go through the settings so forth every single time that you want to add it to a scene. So for example, I am going to click on my global sources. I'm going to just click add. We're going to click add video capture device. So I'm going to add a webcam. So I'm going to say web test. Alright, so here's where you're going to select what webcam it is, if you need to configure it, so forth and everything else. If you're using your webcam for mic, you would click it right here. Alright, so forth. You know, you can set your custom resolution of it, the frames per second, everything else. Usually default is fine and dandy. If you're using a green screen behind you, then use the color key, the chroma key, and then select the green that matches off of the green screen. Boom, done. Click OK. Alright, mine's actually saying that it's already using this device already, so I'm not going to be able to do this. So we will actually go back into my cam. See, I've actually got it named cam. See, look, boom. To edit any of the things that you've actually put in the global source, you just click on properties. Alright, so again, as you can see, everything is default. It's just like I was showing you when we was adding this. Alright, so we're going to click OK. So now, boom, now we've made the cam. To add it, we're going to add global source, find it, cam, boom, there it is. Alright, now to adjust everything to be smaller or bigger on screen, right? Edit scene. That's it. Edit scene. Drag. You can make it huge. Make your ugly mug stand out. It doesn't matter. Right? But for this video, and yes, I know I'm not looking at the cam because my cam's on my other monitor. You can move it around, do whatever you want, and all that kind of good jazz. So let's say you're playing a game. I've got League of Legends opened up right now. So boom, there it is. See, League of Legends on my screen. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to click global source. We're going to add game capture. Right? We're going to call this, I've already got one, so we're going to go LOL test. Let's see if it'll actually work since I already got one. Alright, application. You'll select whatever you're trying to capture. Okay? So for the League of Legends client, here it is. League of Legends PvP.net client. Boom, okay. Okay, so now we're going to add it to our scene. We're going to add global source, LOL test. Boom, right there. Boom, done. And then we can make it whatever size we want. And then as long as it is up there, alright, see, boom, boom, there it is. Try to move this over so we can still see here. There we go. See what I mean? Here we go, guys. LOL test. So now we can actually turn monitor capture off. Watch this. Boom. Now the only thing that's up there is our League of Legends and our camera. Alright, so now you can make it whatever size you want. You can, if you got pictures that you're going to add to every single scene, then you can go into your global sources, add the pictures, whatever. If not, then boom, right here. Oh, let's actually go back to monitor capture, turn that back on. All right. So, with, if you got pictures and everything, and actually let me add, window capture. We are going to capture the actual. It will not let me capture the actual OBS system. So, I just have to kind of explain it as we're going here. But to add pictures, so just right click on it, add image, image test. Boom, that's what we're going to name it. And then browse through your pictures. We're going to put whatever picture this is on here. Click OK. And then bang, it pops up. And you drag and drop to whatever size you want. Now we're saying happy Halloween to everybody. Let's say we're going to put this over here to cover up this for now. Actually, we're not. We're going to put it right down here. Alright, so now I've got a picture added to my scene, and I've got my cam added to my scene, and I've got my LOL, just the game itself. Alright, so I'm going to click the monitor capture back off again and show you what your new scene looks like. So now this is your new scene. This is extremely helpful if you want to not show your desktop. And then if you actually click on LOL test, go to right click on LOL test in your list, click order. You can move it up, down. So we're going to move it to the top. That way it's on top of everything. So we're going to cut a little bit of that picture off and just kind of set it like so. And then boom. Now you have a straight up test scene that's ready to go. You can fill it in with other pictures and everything else that you want. You can put text in there, put your Twitter, whatever you feel like doing. All you got to do is just continuously just click in your source box, right click, add, and whatever you want to add. Alright, so now let's actually go back into our settings. So we're going to go back to monitor capture. Alright, so I got my desktop, everything back up. I'm going to uncheck everything but let me actually minimize my lead client there so we can actually get it back here. Alright, we can actually make the cam go back smaller. Alright, so let's put this back over here in this right hand corner. We can actually make it a little bigger if we need to. Alright, so with this being said, we're all set, we're all straight. You're ready to broadcast as soon as you get that bit rate that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so you will need to run over to speedtest.net. Alright, so boom, speedtest.net. There we go. And then begin test. It only takes about 30 seconds or so for it to actually go through, find your upload, your download speeds. Alright, so we're looking at 84 download speed. And it should pretty much match around the same as far as upload. At least in my case. Alright. Now, alright, so now that we got our speeds, alright, if your speed is below 3.0 upload, you are going to have an extremely hard time streaming at a higher quality. Okay? Alright, so minimize that. Let's bring this back out. Let's go back into our settings, alright? Settings and encoding. Alright, max bitrate. So if you have an upload of 3.0, alright, max bitrate, imagine the first two numbers as your upload. Like I have mine set at 1,800 right now, max bitrate. So that is only using 1.8 of my upload speed. That's not technically correct, but it's a general justification of how to get your settings just right to help you get the best quality that you can. So if you got an upload speed of 2, then 1,000 is like the max that you want to get. You do not want to use any more than half of your upload. So if you got 2.0 upload speed, the max bitrate you want is 1,000. So that would act as a 1.0. Okay, if you have a 2.5, the max bitrate you would want to use is 1.250, so 1,250. If you are at 1 or lower, you're not going to be able to stream most games, period. Let alone be able to keep it without dropping frames, so forth and so on. I would strongly recommend that you at least be at a minimum of 2.5 or higher. And if you are at a 2.5, I would still recommend only going 1,000 on the bit rate. It will show less quality, but you will still be able to stream with decent quality without dropping the frames, without the lag, and it just overall will be easier on your processor to be able to handle what's going on. Okay, once you change this setting, so let's say 1,000, the buffer size is going to change automatically. You can use a custom buffer size. I don't recommend it, but just kind of leave it the same as what it was. And then again, I'm going back to There's actually, I will see if I can't find it and put it in the description, or you can Google it as far as bitrate usage for streams. It'll actually tell you, I think on the OBS or even Twitch, in the forum somewhere, where the bit rates, what it refers to as far as quality goes. If I'm not mistaken, anything over 1500 is like some of the higher qualities. Okay, so if you got that huge upload speed, you don't need to go any faster than, 1800 to 2000 max. It's pointless after that. All right, but again, now we got to go into our audio encoding bitrate. Because this bitrate and that bitrate will add together, and that's what's using your upload speeds. Okay, sorry if you actually heard the laughing in the background. It's actually my son in his room playing as well. So I hope everybody has a general understanding of how to use OBS along with Twitch TV. And then if you do not, and you have any further questions, except for I just went into DayZ's. Hey, look at there. Let's go back to my full desktop. All right. Do not know when that did that, so it must have been, yeah, I must have hit that code down there. So anyway, if you do not understand anything, or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a message, a comment. This is my first video in a very, very long time as far as dealing with streaming and so forth. So yeah, really didn't know what to say. Just kind of, somebody said, hey, can you make a video that way I don't have to keep sending people to you. So I decided to go ahead and do it. Hopefully I'll have this uploaded today, and it can start helping everybody out. Please, if you know anybody else that wants to start streaming, needs help with OBS or even XSplit, then send them my way, send them to the channel, have them watch the video. If they have any questions, they can comment, and I will help them out the best I can. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and don't forget to go over to twitch.tv yourself. And if you're going to become a streamer, go ahead and throw that follow button over there on my channel as well at twitch.tv/NuNu. I'd greatly appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching.